as you work towards the development of your final project in the class, I wanted to go through the evaluative criteria that I use, as well as some tips for editing and revising the final document. So a few things on evaluation of the final project. It's broken down into 25, or it breaks down into 4 criteria that are add up to 25 points. 10 of those points are in your engagement of the topic and the source material. Here you want to connect to the source that you're using. You want to include some data that you want to quote or paraphrase there, as opposed to just kind of shooting from the hip with the writing. Think about this as a journalistic writing piece, something that would appear in within an online news source or in a newspaper or journal. I don't mean for it to be a research paper, though, but you want to use some data to kind of support your points and your exploration there. When you do write here, that I want you also to kind of move beyond a summary of the source itself. Try to develop some points of argument or perspective within your writing. The focus of this is worth 5 points. That's the argumentative focus, the shape of your argument as you move within and between paragraphs. You want to be clear about being focused on one central argument, and also to consider some alternative perspectives, counter arguments, complications to your own argument here. Bring those things in as possible counter arguments, but try to stay clearly focused on your own. Also 5 points here for your content and research. Again, utilize and engage the source data in making the argument. Use the source and or sources if you want to move beyond just your one source, and move beyond generalization here. You don't want to just make some generalized points, even though you're writing for a general audience. You want to develop a sense of expertise within the writing, that you understand the subject and can make clear points about the topic. And then finally 5 points here for professional style. Display how your writing has developed within the course here. This is an opportunity to show that. Write journalistically here. What that means is don't fall into conversational patterns. So you're speaking to a general audience, but you don't want to fall into the kind of colloquialisms and common language of conversation. You want to still maintain a little bit of an elevated tone to establish your expertise. Write with focused paragraphs. You can use block style as we've done throughout the course. Also write with sharp, concise, and clear sentences. Use your professional style here to as you edit and revise the sentences for the final document, and edit for any sentence level errors within the document. So I'd say that there's two levels of review for the final project. In that first level of review and editing, reconsider that you're writing for a general audience. You don't want to throw in a bunch of terms that a generalized reader would not understand. So you want to think about this as being something that would be published in a journalistic forum. Revise the paragraph on the larger level within the writing. Be persuasive and informative within your writing. Remember, that's your focus in this. Think about the coherence of your argument. What argument emerges? How do you develop points of complication or counter argument in your writing? And also think about any unneeded or awkward language, anything that could be deleted, particularly cliches. You edit for those points in the writing. Check proper nouns and details, particularly numbers and statistics. Those need to be checked with your source data as you write. The process here, I always use a printed document to do that editing. Read it aloud and listen for problems within the writing itself there. And then for final review of the document, maybe go to an outside reader's critique here. Have someone else read it or read it to them directly and see how they respond to the argument that's developed. Recheck your source details. Make sure that those are accurate and clear for the reader, and then do some final polishing for concision and clarity. That is, read for grammar level and sentence level errors. Clarify any demonstrative pronouns that you use. Those are always good to read for anytime you use it or this, that, these, those. Make sure that it's clear what those things refer to. Sometimes it's easier just to repeat the noun itself. And then edit for focused word choice. Again, you're writing for a general audience here, so you want to eliminate any kind of jargon that's there. But still, you want to use language that indicates your expertise and your level of understanding within the source. So I look forward to reading your final projects. Again, I hope it's an opportunity to kind of show what you've learned and how your writing has developed in the course, and an opportunity for you to explore a topic of your interest or in your field of research. Thanks.